Today we're going to look at how to take a bitmap image and turn it into vector image using Gravit Designer. So we start with just a new document here, and what we're going to do, we're going to go to the File menu and we're going to import an image. And you will download this image from Google Classroom. I already have it here, and it's called Spice Drawing, and it's just a JPEG image, line art, and of various peppers and onions and basil leaves. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go to the Modify menu, and we're going to go to Path and tell it to vectorize image. And it'll take a little while to do that. And once it's done with that, we have a vectorized image. We do lose a little bit of the details, but they're still there. And now I'm going to zoom in a little bit. We can start to colorize this thing. So if I click on different sections of it, we can, with our black arrow, we can highlight different parts of this image. Okay, we're not actually on the black, we're on the white that's in between. Then I can go to my fill and I can give it, oh no, I want to go a green. It'll make it a little darker green. And we can do that, and we can continue on and give it another fill. And continue like that. And one thing that we may run into is sometimes when you look at this, hold on for a moment, it has grouped this, and when you look at this group, it has different paths with different names, and I'm not sure what those mean, but occasionally certain paths that aren't together I'll highlight together. And if we went to fill those, say with like that, we notice that we have fills going across. So what we can do with that is that we go to the Modify menu and we go back to Path and we tell it to split the path. And when that happens, we notice that we can select, click away, and then click on it. We don't select the other. They select independently, and if we want to make that a green, we could without changing the other one we just did. So if you get a situation where you select more than one thing, like here, we get, when we click on that, we also select that long piece up above. We can go to Modify, Path, and split the path. Click away from it, and now we're just on that pepper, and we can, oops, let's try that again, there we go, and then we can fill it with a red or whatever color you would like without filling this other shape here. Okay, now let's zoom in on the leaves for a moment. Okay, when I click on this leaf, you notice as I drag over it, there's two parts to it. So let's make that a green also. And notice there, I'll make it a little bit deeper green. Notice there's a hole in the middle. So I can click on that, and I can also make it a green. Maybe I'll make it a little bit lighter. And I get this leaf. Now, a couple things. Notice how it doesn't quite go all the way to the fill. Notice this is a shape that doesn't have a border or a stroke, and then the stroke is separate from that, and the way you get to that stroke is with the white arrow. But I'm not gonna worry about the strokes right now. See, there's all those strokes, so I'm just gonna leave those there. I don't want to mess with them at the moment. But what I can do is click on this green fill, and I can go back to my modify menu if I don't like as much white here, and I can go to path, expand, shrink, and to expand it, positive value. To shrink it, make it negative, I'll go 1. See what that, see, now it fills it farther toward the edges, and it does go over a little black. If I want to see all that black, I can take and drag this path further down the bottom so it's underneath those strokes. And there's quite a few probably into the black. As far as we can go. Oh, I didn't want to move that one there, so Command Z still works. And we'll leave it at that. Now, let me show you one other thing. So I'm going to select, say, this green leaf, and I want to match it that one. You notice there's an eyedropper. If I click on this eyedropper and I go back to them over to this leaf we just colored and click in the middle there, it will give it that tone. So there is a quick and easy way to, okay, it looks like we need to split this. Yes, I'm going to go to modify, path, split the path. And now I should just get this green one. And again, I can hit the eyedropper on the fill, go over here, and then I fill it with the green. And if I'd like to expand that one, I may. So we can go through and continue to do fills and color in this. So our assignment will be to finish these spices and colorize them to make them into a complete full color drawing.